Mike Gunderson, Chief Credit Officer at Farm Credit Illinois, just taking a final look at that balance sheet and thinking about some calculations redo at the bottom to help you assess what is your position in terms of assets, debt, and equity. We're going to total up those liabilities. So we've got current liabilities, intermediate liabilities, and long-term liabilities. And just like we did on the assets, we added those three groups together to get our total assets. We're going to do the same for liabilities. So now you know what you owe on those assets that you own, and you should owe less than what those assets are worth. And so you should have some net worth or some equity left after that. So if you just take your assets at the bottom of the balance sheet minus your total liabilities at the bottom of that balance sheet, you'll get your net worth, how much you have the equity in that business. It should be a positive number because you paid down on those loans and you probably didn't get to borrow 100% to begin with anyways. And then another calculation that is there in that yellow box is your working capital. This number is calculated by taking your current assets minus your current liabilities, and that's assessing your liquidity in the short run. What does your next year of cash coming in look like relative to the year of cash going out to pay those liabilities? When you calculate that working capital number, you would prefer strongly for it to be a positive number, but sometimes there might be an instance where you get a little upside down and you got to work through a working capital deficiency. And then that last number that we're calculating there is called owner's equity percent. It's going to be a number that ends up being between 0 and 1. And you're just going to divide your net worth that we just calculated by your total assets to see what percent of those total assets is your equity in the business. So at Farm Credit Illinois, we like to see that number be above 50%. But if you're just getting started, it might be as little as 20% on your balance sheet calculation.